Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we are taking a look at some information, some images about the updated Battle of Blood, which looks like it's going to be really fun. That was that draft arena we had about a month or two ago, I want to say. And then we're going to have a look at some data mining to how it's sort of going to work. Like as always, this is all data mined, so take it with a grain of salt, subject to change, all that sort of stuff. Big shout out to Savvy's Thick Thighs for posting this in my Discord. He has credited Hashimaru for the information, so big shout out to Hashimaru and anyone else who was involved in helping with that. Let's get into it. Okay, so here it is. This is the first image we've got. And also, I think they're going to be doing on the 8th of January, depending on where you live, a live stream covering information about this feature and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for it. I don't have a link to it or anything like that at the moment. It's just what the guys found out. So hopefully that does come through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through quickly, talk about how the overview of how I believe this is going to work, and then we do have some notes to go through of what the guys have actually put. I've basically just read them and made my own interpretation, but then we will go through the full notes. I just want to do the quick bit for the people that aren't too desperately wanting to know all the info, but they just want a brief overview. So the way I understand it is that when you go into the battle, it's a turn-based thing. So what's going to happen is there's going to be the 4 cards placed in the middle. It's a coin toss on who goes first. And once again, this is how I understand it. I understand it that the 4 cards in the middle are the same cards. You and your opponent both see the same ones, and you're drafting from the same pool. So it's gonna get so big brain. I absolutely, like, this just gets me so excited. And before I get into it too, I just want to cover this firstly. I think it's wicked that they're putting this much effort and development into a feature that doesn't directly have dollars next to it. Like, I think that's a big move for them to do. Like, you know, like with all the collaborations that people are complaining about and stuff like that, it's like, yes, they're making money from it, but at least they're putting development into like just general fun stuff that everyone can enjoy. Like, you don't see many mobile games making a format that's balanced for free to play versus pay to play, and it's more skill based. Like, the fact that nothing on the player's account actually impacts this competition, which is a ranked competition, is like, it's huge for me that they are putting effort into that. Like, I just wanted to cover that at the start because I don't see many other games doing a competitive format like this that is completely balanced. Obviously RNG, but this is going to be so balanced compared to what it is. It's your choices that lose you or win you the game. So anyway, I just wanted to cover that. Sorry, I just get excited about this stuff, guys. I apologize. But what happens is we got the 4 cards in the middle. You're both looking at the same 4 cards. You can see your opponent's team. You can see your team. I don't know what's going on up the top here with the Anarchy being Elite, Belinda being Elite Plus, and then Nara being Rare Plus. I don't quite know how that's functioning, but we'll have to wait and see. But basically, whoever wins the coin toss will go first. They will pick a card from the center here. Then another card will be placed, a random card will be placed up there for the next person, and then they can choose from 4 cards. But 3 of those original cards that were not chosen by the first player will be there. And what happens is, I think that, so once one card is chosen, the levels of the rest of them do go up. So the others get leveled up, and then it's the other person's choice again, and they get to choose one. That is how I've interpreted. I think that's the word. That's how I've thought it goes with this new feature from what I've read. So it seems like a central pool. You pick one, I pick one, you pick one, I pick one. The blank hero that gets taken, it gets replaced with another card. The other cards in there level up as it goes. So if I took that Anarchy, then if I'm the one at the bottom and I took that Anarchy, the player at the top would then have the choice between a 4-star Nara, 5-star Turtle, and 5-star Namora. That's the way I understand it. Now you do, if you get 2 copies of the same hero, apparently the levels are combined. There is a max level of 9, so that is also something to consider. But yeah, really interesting. I love it that you're drafting from the same pool, at least in the way I understand it. Once again, we will cover it once we have more info. I just got really excited about this, so I had to make a video. So that's the way I see it happening. And then once you've both got a team of 5, you go in. Now, there are going to be relics that you can use along the way in this as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm not too sure exactly how stuff's going to activate and all that sort of stuff, which we'll have to wait and see. But it seems like they're putting a lot of like interactive fun features into it. So now we'll go ahead and look. There's a couple other images here. You can see they don't really give away too much on what's going on. It looks like that's them picking from the center pool, I'm thinking. So not too sure exactly what's going on here. I don't know why he's glowing at the 6-star. I don't know. So yeah, that stuff, not too sure, but just some more images for you guys. But here are the notes. Once again, we're just going to read through it. You can interpret it how you want. We'll zoom in a little bit, maybe back to there. Let's go there. But yeah, these notes are up on my Discord. I don't have like a website link to this image. So unless it was posted on Reddit, not too sure. I'll have a look after this. But yeah, you can find it there. You can pause the video, have a look. But yeah, we're just going to go through it. Like I said, I'm excited for it. If you want the info, stick around or pause and read yourself. Okay, number 1, when entering the event for the first time, players will be given a differing number of initial points, which is based on a player's current campaign progression. Now, just after I said it's not based on anything in your account, this is a bit different. I feel like this is, for the masses, it's like, okay, if you're early on in the game, you're probably not going to be as competitive right now. If you're further in the game, you're probably going to be a bit more competitive. So it just scales you there. The lower players can still work up. It just means they have to play a few more games to get that rating, to go ahead and compete up higher. I don't think that's an issue at all. I think it's really good for casual players, meaning they're going to have some easier battles in the initial stages. And, you know, the further you are in campaign, normally you have a better knowledge of the game and stuff like that. So you're probably going to be inherently a little bit better at it in the early stages than someone who's fresh to the game. So I feel like that's kind of okay. That doesn't bother me at all. During this event, players will make use of heroes drawn from a uniform hero pool. Heroes from this pool cannot be affected by players something or other. Missed the end of it. This event includes a certain number of relics as well as 4 factions. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. It's only the 4 factions. No Celestial, Hypergene, or Dimensionals, which is nice. I like this. Like, it'd be cool eventually if we got formats with it, but for now, I think this is a great decision to leave it fairly standard to let us, like, you know, warm up to it. Of which 20 heroes per each respective faction shall be available. 2 of each card type exist within the central deck. So basically it's saying you've got 80 heroes in there. There's 2 of each of them. There's a lot of cards in the deck. I'm not sure exactly how many relics, but it's a big deck that's getting drawn through. So it's going to be fairly randomized every battle, and no battle is going to be the same, which is absolutely wicked, and shall be shared between both. All heroes will possess health, attack, and defense attributes. Hero levels may vary from 3 to 9. The higher a hero's level, the higher their attributes will be. I'm assuming crit and all that stuff is still in here. It's just that health, attack, defense are the ones that will increase with those levels, nothing else. That's the way I understand that. Players can choose to fight competitively or in ranked battles or spar with guildmates or friends. I love that sparring feature, so that's cool. At the start of battles, a coin will be tossed to determine which player gets to pick the first card. Afterwards, the player and the opponent shall both respectively receive 2 hero cards, a level 4 and a level 5. This is the bit that I don't get at the very start. Like I said, how you get the pool, you choose one, they choose one, but a coin will be tossed to determine which player gets to pick the first card. Afterwards, the player and the opponent shall both respectively receive 2 hero cards. I don't know if they're if those first 2 cards are like completely randomized and chosen by the game, or whether they're cards you choose. That's what I'm not sure about this first starting bit, but we'll have to wait and see. Both players will then select 1 card from the 4 cards placed in the middle during their turn, with the player that won the coin toss selecting first. I'm assuming he's supposed to be there. Once the player has made a selection, their opponent will then pick a card. Meanwhile, any remaining unselected cards will be leveled up. Unselected cards can be upgraded 3 times. If an unselected card is upgraded a 4th time, it will automatically be destroyed. So that's basically just there. I think that feature's there because if a card has been leveled up like 4 times and no one's picked it, it means it's a crap hero. Yeah, like that's the way I understand it. I mean, obviously it's going to be a Belinda or something. Just kidding, Belinda people. It's going to be a Kaz. Oh, we're just hazing everyone. Okay, I'm sorry. we will stop. Okay, before making a card selection, if there are fewer than 4 selectable cards, random cards will be generated to bring the number of cards up. Like I said, if one's gone, they're going to bring another one. If one leaves and one gets destroyed, they're going to bring 2 cards up, all that stuff. If an identical card is selected, the 2 cards will be combined, resulting in an upgraded card with the sum level of both cards combined, but cannot exceed the maximum level of 9. All relic cards will automatically take effect in battles. So this is what I haven't seen in the images, like where the relic cards come into it, so I'll have to wait and see how that pans out. When there are 3 or more heroes of the same faction or hero class in a formation, so whether you're wilders, light bearers, yada yada yada, or rangers, warriors, and so on and so forth, they will receive a special union bonus that will take place. So the union bonus, I'm not sure if it's going to be a standard union bonus, whether there's going to be some fun stuff, like if you've got 3 of like rangers, whether they get like an extra dodge chance or something like that, whether it's going to be like specific to their style of play. Who knows? I'm keen to see what they do for that. Both players are able to view their opponent's cards and what choices they have made. Cool beans. Once each player has made 8 card selections, the battle preparation stage will commence. During the battle preparation phase, heroes selected for battle shall appear on the left side of the battlefield. However, once the battle begins, a player's heroes may enter from the right side of the battlefield as a result of the system's matchmaking process. Yeah. So basically this is saying you're going to make 8 selections, but then you get to build a team from the 8 selections. Now, the way I assume it is when they said if you get 2 of the same hero, it gets ranked up. So you might have got like 2 Namoras along the way, so you'd only have 7 cards because one of them got ranked up. That's how I think it will work, but we'll have to wait and see. And once again, your enemy can see all the card selections you've made, so then they can see those 8 you've got at the end to make your team. Activatable, that sounds so weird to me, battle effects, relic cards and relic card effects, factional advantages, union bonuses for certain factions or hero classes. Punctuation, I missed it. Activatable battle effects, ... These are activatable, so you can activate them during the battle. Relic card effects, factional advantages, union bonuses. Ooh, this is interesting. So basically this sounds like if you got a relic card, you can hold on to that and you can be like, what are you going to do? You can do big damage. I activate my trap card. I got you. Pretty much how it's going to happen. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, so that just makes me excited that we get some active play with this. Ping is going to be a thing. In Australia, we normally have bad ping, so at least I'll have an excuse for losing matches. Hey, okay, that's cool. Activatable. I'm assuming that means they're going to be sitting there in like a hand for you while the battle's going on, and you can activate them when you want. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Sparring with friends and guildmates does not affect leaderboard, yada yada yada. If the battle timer reaches 0, the one with the most heroes wins. Cool. That's pretty much paraphrased, but I think that's what it says. Anyway, guys, I am excited for that. I like the activatable. That word sounds so weird to me. The activatable effects. That is cool. If that is like literally sitting with a trap card, I'm pumped for it and I can't wait to see how that plays out. But all in all, this is a very fair way. Having the pool in the middle that you both draw from, no Celestials, Dimensionals or Hypergeans, I feel like is more balanced for the start of it. Like the whole idea of choosing a card, but then knowing the others get leveled up for your enemy to choose one. The mind games. The mind games are going to be wicked. It's like, what if there's like, say, I'm trying to think of something good, like an Iron in there and a Rowan, and you like don't know which one you want, and then you pick like the Iron. I'm trying to think of another like really strong PvP unit. And then like, okay, here's my dilemma. Okay, you've got an Iron and a Leica. You choose the Iron, the Leica gets leveled up, but then a Rowan drops in, and then they're like, well, do I take that leveled up Leica because it's there, or do I take that Rowan because Rowan's just good? Then they take the Rowan, and then it's like, oh no, but now that Leica's been leveled up twice, now my opponent can take that, and that Leica, I'm assuming they're going to have furniture and signature items, is now actually a really good support and damage dealer because it's been leveled up and it's got those stat increases. But then that other player goes, well, I can't think of another hero, so I'm going to throw Taylene in there, even though she won't be in the pool. But it's like, now what do I choose? Like, I love this. It's going to melt some brains. It's going to be fun. Anyway, guys, getting too excited. I might just take a breath and leave. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.